Jalen Duren talk?
Yep, we got 2 more things to go. You can pick and choose, Zach, if you wanna talk about the Jalen Duren news or the Warriors, we can go after either or.
I think we got to end with the Warriors, man.
That would
It
be the
only
most
feels right.
craziest. That would be, so I respect you for possibly holding it off as the last thing.
Yeah, man, it's only right.
And then it's also the prayer that it doesn't happen, but, yeah, let's talk about the Jalen Duren news. Bro, I I love doing this pod, man, because we can always go back, you know, we're not always going to be right, but it's good to know that so far, majority of the time, we are right because, like I said in the earlier pods, don't be surprised if Jalen Duren is on the move because here we are. Guess what? You're the Pistons. You valued Austin Reeves more than Jalen Duren. You wanted to go after Austin Reeves and give the contract to Austin Reeves instead of Jalen Duren. And here we are, Zach.
Yep.
The report, and I believe it came from Shams, correct?
Probably. I don't know off the top of my
I
head.
mean, that's the
Probably
only
some
guy,
others
right?
too.
During
Yeah,
Woj
just him
back
and some
chat.
randos.
Yep. But but yeah, the main talk was, and I don't want to spew out words because I was about to. Um, but mainly what I've heard is Jalen Duren and the Pistons are just not talking at all.
Yeah.
Here we go. Um, Jalen Duren has made it official that he wants a sign and trade. And it's also been reported that due to a sizable distance apart in negotiations, the Pistons restricted free agent Jalen Duren will meet with the Sacramento Kings tomorrow at the start of free agency with intentions of structuring a sign and trade out of Detroit. And then there was also another rumor after that came out that the Lakers will also have a meeting after the Kings to possibly manufacture a sign and trade. So what that tells me right off the bat is if I'm Jalen Duren, I'm going to the Kings. If they don't give me what I want or the Pistons what they want, then LA is the next best option. So Kings is first option, Lakers is the next option after that. What are your feelings about this, Zach?
Well, if I'm the Pistons, I'm really uncomfortable with what's happening because what you're going to be getting back in the Kings trade is probably going to be Domantas Sabonis. And on one hand, he's going to help your offensive struggles, but you're really starting to change your identity with your whole culture. You're shifting more from defense and physicality to more offense, which that's of course what they needed last year. But at the same time, your physicality and your defense is what got you to a number one seed in the East. And so it's a really interesting dynamic with what they're doing. I'm a little just curious how this is all going to work because you basically let Beef Stew walk for nothing. 3 second round picks, whatever. What's going to be the rest of your center depth? Are you gonna? Do they have Paul Reed? Is that their third string center?
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was him or not, but
Which I mean, to be fair, I'm gonna put this out real quick before you continue. Paul Reed played better than Jalen Duren in the playoffs. Like Jalen Duren was almost to the point of unplayable. Paul Reed was putting in way better minutes than Jalen Duren when he was playing. Like the plus minus, the net rating was way better when Paul Reed was on the court. But go ahead, Zach.
yeah, that's fair. But still, I think you would want another guy in there. Like, what's the Tobias Harris contract? I feel like no one's talking about that. Is there any chance that he can
We
get
all know the
moved?
Tobias Harris contract now.
2 year,
That boy
52
always getting
million.
paid.
Yeah, man, he's getting paid 26 million next year. Is there a world where you could trade his contract for something? I'm not sure. I haven't even heard that, but That could be a possibility.
I don't think he gets traded though, Zach, because he was their best shot creator, which is really saying something.
But
But
if you're
at the end of the
getting
day,
Domantas Sabonis, do you want him and Tobias Harris as your front court?
you really have no choice. I know that sounds bad, but you really have no choice if Jalen Duren's out the door. I don't know what the trade scenarios are right now, but like Tobias is really your only shot creator. If you get rid of Tobias, you don't have anyone else that can shot create besides Cade. Like there's no one else. Like Cade is just gonna get blitzed easily. I
Yeah.
rather them get cooked in the paint than blitz Cade all game, which
Let me
he
ask
kind of
you.
does, but not as bad if Tobias was gone.
That's true. So if you were the Pistons and this Jalen Duren thing goes down and you had your choice, would you rather take the Sabonis contract or would you rather take the Zach LaVine contract?
Ooh.
Or just put the contracts away? Like, what player
Well,
would
they just
better
got
fit the
Isaiah Joe and
Pistons?
they still have Duncan Robinson, so it's like, I
That's
mean, at
true, but
that
it just
point,
feels like they want someone, you know, next to Cade who's maybe a tier above those guys. I don't know. Maybe the Isaiah Joe was the fallback plan.
that's what I'm thinking. Because I mean, if you go Zach Levine, then you would have to trade Duncan Robinson probably in that package. Zach Levine makes a lot of money, dude. Zach Levine is one
He
of the
does.
highest paid players in the NBA.
Yup.
Let's not forget he has a bag.
Yeah, he does. So it'll probably be Sabonis, but just feels like a
Yeah,
very, very strange fit because that would kind of be almost the last team I would think fits
Pistons
his
messed
play
up, bro.
style.
I don't know.
But
I don't know what they're doing.
they had a lot of directions they could have gone into this offseason. I bet they wish they could press the restart button
Like I
and
know
just be
Jalen
like,
Duren had a really bad playoffs, and it was really funny everything that happened. But at the end of the day, dude, like if I'm a GM or president of basketball operations, at the end of the day, we're still kind of stuck with Jalen Duren. I'm not giving him a max. And there and the reason this is all happening is because he does want a max. The Pistons don't want to give him a max. I don't even want to give him a max. So it's kind of like this is a really tough decision, dude, because Jalen Duren is still 22. Do you give Jalen Duren the max after what happened in the playoffs?
if I'm the Kings, yeah,
But if you're the Pistons,
honestly. If I'm the Pistons, no. If I'm the
okay.
Kings, yes.
Well, if
I
you're the
mean, if I'm
Kings,
the
yeah, because you're
Kings,
desperate, correct?
oh man,
Yeah.
I mean, this kind of fell into their laps, to be honest. I'm doing
Right.
this every day of the week. You get off Sabonis, you get a 22-year-old, yeah, you'll play in the max, but I don't mind doing that, to be honest. I really would
But
like
then
that
why
for
would
the
the
Kings,
Pistons
and they
not do it
fit their
then?
timeline.
If it's fine with the Kings, why wouldn't it not be fine with the Pistons?
There's levels to this, bro.
Okay, there we go.
Pistons, Pistons are
Guys,
on a
we're done
different
with the
level, man.
analytics. This is just truth, and the truth is Jalen Duren just was not cooking in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's levels to this, and the Kings need something. And we act like he's completely cooked. He's 22, like you said. So
Yeah, he's not
it's
completely
not that
cooked.
crazy, you know. Like, I wouldn't give him the max either, but if you're the Kings, I can definitely justify all the signs to where, yes, he had a terrible playoffs. We know that.
But we're not even gonna be in the
But
playoffs.
hopefully,
Woo!
hopefully by the time we get to the playoffs, he can be that guy, that he is in the regular season. He fits the timeline good. You're getting younger, obviously. And yeah, it's really hard to just find, potential all stars that just you're buying at low value and could really work out for them. So if the Kings end up doing it, I love it. So for the Lakers side, say the Kings side that falls apart, the Lakers. What can the Lakers send to the Pistons
Well,
that would
it'd
be
probably
worth
be
it?
a better scenario here. I mean, Piston fans would also hate their lives after this trade because You know who you have to put in this package?
Who?
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, who just
So
picked
you're
up his
you're just
option.
back you're just back where you started, just worse. Because not only can dude not perform in the playoffs just as much as Duren, he can even do it in the regular season. So I don't know. It would be like DeAndre Ayton, Jared Vanderbilt, um, probably other pieces. I'm assuming that I can't think off the top of my head. Dude, Jalen Duren's looking for 40 million a season. That's the max he's wanting.
Could could they do a Rui sign and trade, or is that not possible?
They
Or
would
maybe
have.
it would have to be like a third team. Like, could there be a third team?
Well, there
Even
can in a sign and trade.
I
You
could see
can have
that
a third
happen.
team. You can, yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense to me because it's like, are you gonna get like Dalton Connect, Vando, Laravia? Like, I don't know.
So they probably would get really close to the luxury tax if they signed 40 million. But we'll talk about this later. But LeBron is probably coming off the books regardless, so they are going to have room to get him if this is the package: DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jared Vanderbilt, and the Lakers' 2 first-round picks.
That's just such a bummer, though.
It
Like, if
is,
you're the
but
Pistons
that's
coming off the first
literally all
seed,
you can do.
man, yeah, they're in a tough spot. It'd be rough to be
Yeah.
a Pistons fan right
Is
now.
that a better package than the Kings package though? Would you rather want Sabonis at that point? Because at
I
least you're
don't
getting
know.
2 first-round picks from the Lakers.
See, I don't know because I feel they would still want to be somewhat. They will be competitive with either package, but do they still want a shot to win the East? You would have a better chance, I would feel like, with Sabonis, but you'd be better set
The
with the
defense wouldn't
Lakers
be the same,
package.
obviously.
Defense would be rough.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. It would be so different too if they had Isaiah Stewart. Like, I would feel way different about
It would
it,
have been
but they
fine if they would have
don't.
just kept Stewart, bro. It would
Yep.
have been a little bit better because like Isaiah Stewart is probably still not a starting big man, but he's playable. Like you can give him starting minutes. Like he'll do what he needs to do. Obviously, he's not at Duran's level, but
Yeah.
he can get the job done. Like I'd rather have Isaiah Stewart start over DeAndre Ayton, and I might even be able to make an argument for fit purposes for me not getting Sabonis. But or I mean, you could have gotten Sabonis at this point, and you could have gone off of the Tobias Harris contract, and then you could have just had Sabonis and Isaiah Stewart play together. But
Right.
now we'll never know though.
Hmm.
Because you still have Asar Thompson. Asar Thompson and Isaiah Stewart could have hid Sabonis, but now you're probably not gonna have either now. So
I know. It's a wild situation for the Pistons. So I'm curious how their team's gonna look at the end of this offseason.
yeah,
Oh man. I
hope
don't know what you do.
ideally, if you're a Pistons fan at this point, you're probably praying that the Kings and Laker deals both fall through, and some other magical team comes out of nowhere and gives a better offer.
Could they be a Jalen Brown team?
I've seen some posts. Well, the Pistons they're interested, but is Brad interested in Jalen
Right.
Duren?
What package can you get for me, brother? I don't know.
I saw a post about it. Um, if I can find it real quick. Yeah, this person said Jalen Duren, Ron Holland, Karis LeVert, and 2 firsts for Jalen Brown. Yeah, that's dirt. 2 firsts? Make
That's
it
how I
4.
feel.
Yeah. And this person's not even a Pistons fan either, which is funny enough. That sounds like a Pistons trade, but
I'm just looking.
I just
right
don't see
now.
a world where Brad Stevens pulls the trigger on a Jalen Duren trade. I just don't. Not after this
Jalen
playoffs.
Jalen Brown liked to comment on Instagram saying the Celtics should trade him to a city that respects him.
Oh.
Ouch. Atlanta, where are you at? Why are they so quiet?